Hillary Clinton is trying to be warmer and funnier, and we know this because her top campaign advisors on the record broadcasted in the New York Times, Hillary's going to be warmer and funnier. She's going to show more heart and more humor. Well, I'm all for showing a warmer side of Hillary Clinton, but and I wonder if she was joking the other day when she was talking at a Washington church and she said a pastor there had told her to be nicer to the media. She doesn't need to be nicer to the media. Nobody likes us, let's face it. What she needs to do is to be more comfortable and more aggressive in using the media to get her message out. I have people asking me all the time, well, what is Hillary's message? Why is she running for president in 2016? And in fairness, she's given a bunch of policy speeches. She's talked about income inequality, community college aid, and all kinds of things. None of that is broken through. That's in part because of this email debacle, which she spent basically wasted 2 months over the summer, I would say hiding from, because she didn't do any national TV interviews except for one with Univision. And at first, a lot of my colleagues said, oh, it's not hurting her. Look, she's up in the polls. And then as soon as she got hit in the polls, now everybody concludes that it has been hurting her. You look at these polls, and given the fact that Hillary Clinton was expected to cruise to the nomination, these are some troubling numbers for her campaign. New ABC Washington Post survey. She's at 42% among Democrats and Democrat leaners. Bernie Sanders 24, Joe Biden, who's not even running, 21. And then you've got a CBS poll, big margin of error, but nevertheless, Bernie in New Hampshire 52, Hillary 30%. I mean, I can't even tell you what a shocking figure that is. And Bernie Sanders ahead in Iowa, according to this CBS survey, 43 to 33. And of course, our trustworthiness numbers are down and all of that. And so maybe this is proving to be a very bad year for Hillary Clinton to run, in the same way that it is a bad year for Jeb Bush to run. I mean, in the same Washington Post ABC poll, he's down to 8%, Donald Trump at 33%, and Ben Carson, who I interviewed on Sunday's Mediabuzz, at 20%. So it's a year when people do not trust politicians. They are angry at the system. They are angry at Washington in general. They are angry at the media. They are really ticked off. And so you take somebody like Hillary Clinton, who has been in politics since 1978, when her husband first ran for governor of Arkansas. Maybe this is just a great tide that she has to swim against. So having done the apology with David Muir, after not quite apologizing with Andrea Mitchell, and after not quite apologizing with the Associated Press, now Hillary is dancing with Ellen DeGeneres. She's going on Extra. She's heading for the late night circuit. That's all great. And to the extent at which she can loosen up and show us a warmer side of her, even though it's hard to be spontaneous when your campaign has essentially put out a press release, she's going to be really spontaneous. That might help. More forthright answers about this email server might help. But clearly, this is shaping up as a year when, if you've been a career politician, and if you've been Arkansas First Lady and First Lady of the United States and a United States Senator and Secretary of State, it's hard to run as an outsider, and it's hard to run against the Obama administration when you were part of that administration for 4 years. So the media should continue to be tough in terms of scrutiny on Hillary Clinton, maybe a little tougher in terms of scrutiny on Bernie Sanders. He's kind of gotten a free ride because nobody really took him seriously, except, you know, he's leading in New Hampshire by 20-some points, if that poll is to be believed. But Hillary Clinton doesn't need to be nicer to the press. She needs to find a way to connect through the media with American voters who right now are not buying what she's selling.